Hi everyone, so this is the review. We're just still outside St James's Park. A nice beautiful day. We've got Owen from down south, he's up as well. And of course we've got Kyle.
I mean, south but not Australian South, Lee, however.
More Newcastle coverage will be on the radio show tomorrow, so do keep an eye on that. That's on Nova Radio Northeast 102.5, and we've got a new Twitter account for it, lads, as well. So please head over there, it's on your screen, pop over, give that a follow. It's going to be behind the scenes and all photos and everything that what we get up to during the show. So this is the review. Many of you already know what's coming. We're going to be hearing from Steve Bruce and one of the other players in just a minute. We're going to talk about the first half, second half, and a little bit off the field as well. Owen, I'll come to you first half, I'll do you second half. So going in that first half, what do you make of it with the lineup, wing backs once more?
The lineup I was very, very happy with. It's exactly what I wanted to see. That three-man midfield of Longstaff, Hayden and Shelvey. I feel like Shelvey really thrives in a three-man midfield. The back three of Fernandez, Lascelles and Cher. I mean, that's the best back three you can get if Lejeune's not available. The only thing that I would sort of pick at is putting Aarons at left wing back. I know Willems was only brought yesterday, but I feel like he could have started from the start.
Against Arsenal he starts though, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
If Richie's fit, he's playing there, you know what I mean? So
if not, it's Willems who'll start.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm just not keen on Aarons in that left wing back role at all. Manquillo, Yedlin's not fit, no one else can really go there.
But what do you make of the first half?
The first half, I've actually quite liked the first half, to be honest. I felt like we played some really nice football. The goal from Joe Linton was pretty
scrappy.
Good. Well, it's scrappy, but you wouldn't catch a Rondon or a Mitro tracking down the ball like that and pressing at the keeper. And he just kept going and going and going until the ball was in the net. So I felt like, you know, we played some good football in the first half. We got the goal, and that's what we needed, really.
So going into half time, it was easy. This is a team that you've already seen on one of the videos. Kyle mentioned that they finished just 6 points off a Champions League place. St Etienne could quite easily, if they won two more games, be playing in the Champions League, and we made them look really ordinary. And in the second half, yes, I know Debussy scored later on,
but it's pre-season, Lee. Preston made us look very ordinary. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but you've got to be happy with a performance in a win, because that's two in a row now.
I'm really happy with the performance today, but pre-season you can't look too much into it. That's all I'm saying here.
But we played well in midweek. We played well today. It looks like we're going to go with the wing back. Second half, yes, there was a few changes, but obviously everybody wants to know how the new signings did. So tell us.
Well, which ones do you want to start with? I'll go with Saint-Maximin from the start. He came on for Almiron, and as soon as he touched the ball, he looked to impress. He looked to get bums off seats, cause a bit of excitement, and he did just that. Step over, straight past the player, looking to get across. It didn't pull off, but he's very raw, he's very direct. You're going to get that with him. There's going to be times where it doesn't pull off, but he's very keen, he's very determined, and he is going to cause teams problems this season. His pace alone is going to do that.
He's going to excite players. And what about Willems?
I was really impressed with Williams, or Willems, I don't know.
There's no I in it later on.
Right, okay. But yeah, he looks very comfortable. Not much got past him. It takes about half an hour to run around him. He's built like a brick shithouse. He's huge. He's class. I'm hoping he can really kick on and really make that left wing back role his, because I mean it has been Matt Ritchie's, but Matt Ritchie's used to playing further forward, let's be honest. So it's good to have a bit of competition in that role finally, because last season, let's be honest, we didn't have it.
Before we hear from Steve Bruce, is the wing back system the way to go forward? 5-3-2, or would you slightly tweak it with Almiron's role?
I'd probably slightly tweak it with Almiron's role. I mean, I like the wing back system. I think it really suits our style of play, especially with the players we've got. However, I feel like we could, you know, now play a 4-2-3-1 like we were last season, because Willems looks a little bit more sound defensively. He can get forward as well. Just that right defensive flank is what sort of I'm not keen on. However, I think we could change Almiron's role as well, and we could play Saint-Maximin and Joe Linton up top with Almiron just behind them, and then switch to a two-man midfield, a base of midfield, so either Shelvey or Hayden, or Longstaff and Hayden, or whatever. So I do like the five at the back, but I think we can still tweak it, and so we can get things perfect, so we look like we can force.
So going into the Arsenal, we'll talk about transfers in a moment, but this is the side, let's just say we're playing Arsenal tomorrow. Would you tweak it slightly?
Well, Bruce just went for this kind of formation most of pre-season, so I think he's going to go with a 5-3-2. Lee,
two up top straight.
If he's going with that, then you've got to trust him with it. He's not going to change it the first game of the season. That would be a bit silly. If he's going to work on one formation for the whole entirety of pre-season and change it, it's a bit daft. So he's going to stick with a 5-3-2 clearly.
So the only negative from that was the goal towards the end, funny enough, Matthew Debussy. But let's hear from Steve Bruce.
Yeah, second half. First half it was a little bit laboured and a typical friendly, wasn't it? And I'm never a big lover of friendlies, but you know, it's second half we play with a little bit more intensity, which we've been asking, and really, if I'm going to be critical again, we've missed too many chances. You know, we've had umpteen chances to put the game really to bed. And always when you play against these teams, you know, they get a goal out of nothing, it seems. And however, it was a good workout, and pleased with the result, of course.
Delighted, yeah. Obviously, when we get a score, it's good, but also a win's good. But don't score many, so when it does, you got to kind of take it in. Yeah, happy.
To score like that at the Gallagher end as well, does that make it extra special?
Yeah, definitely, and I think the fact Sean passing it as well for the assist makes it even more special. But to be honest, like I said, I can't really remember much, but I just remember taking a touch out my feet and hitting it, and luckily it went in.
Right, so now pre-season's out of the way. We've had some good spells, we've had some bad spells in the 5 games over pre-season, but the transfer deadline date is ticking. And there's a couple of positions which I'm expecting both of you to agree on which positions they will be. Tell me.
Striker and right back.
What's more priority?
Right back. 100% right back. You look at the two we've got there at the moment, Manquillo and Yedlin.
So do you think Emile Croth will come in?
Yes, possibly. Although I'm not too keen on him personally from what I've seen of him, and he's played in Ligue 1, which we saw here today. These guys, they finished 6 points off a Champions League place and we made them look ordinary. So I'm not keen on him, but I think it probably will be him. I mean, that's the player that's been predominantly linked throughout this window, so yeah.
We can definitely rule out Stanley and Soko because we've signed Willems, but anybody before Thursday for you?
I agree with Owen completely. We need a striker, but right back's more important. I mean, Manquillo played well today, as you touched on the player ratings, but is he reliable to play 38 games a season? Probably not. Yedlin, you kind of just chuck him into the deep end and expect him to play very well from a get-go when he hasn't had a pre-season and he's coming off an injury. So for me, it's a difficult one. You need to bring in a right back.
I would agree. You've got to get a right back and maybe another striker. Because if he's playing 2 up top, I'm not so keen on Almiron.
If we didn't bring a striker in, I wouldn't be fully fussed because we've got Mutu there. I got it right. Comments from the last video I was in because I've seen Mutu with Preston. I've got Mutu there. We've got Elias Sorensen, maybe Gale, and then Joe Linton. We've got 4 strikers early. So if we don't get a striker, it's not the end of the world. But I think if we are to bring a striker in, I think Gale will leave the team.
Yeah, so, I think that's pretty obvious.
But right back is something that we need to address.
Right back would agree. I'm not so keen on Almiron and Saint-Maximin playing as out-and-out strikers for me. I just don't think they're going to get you the 10 to 15 goals. But
we're talking
overall,
about Andy Carroll, talking about Charlie Austin. So
we'll talk about more during the week, and obviously we'll build up to the Arsenal game. And of course we've got the boycott, which we're attending as well. So hopefully see you down there for the event as well. Let us know what you think of today. Were you there? Did you watch on the stream? Let us know what you think of these 2 opinions as well. Ta-ra everyone. Bye bye.